Hi, welcome to JJ's Productions. We're back with a new season and a new Stoke City Vlogcast. With me as always is Jan. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Hi folks, I hope you're all okay. Well, here we are, start of a new season.
I mean, for the record, this season's already been going about half an hour for us because it's just taken us that long to work out how to get everything going with green screen and recording and... Geez, I thought getting a stream was hard to set up. I know.
Must have very frustrated at the minute.
We'll give it a best though.
Well, I don't know about you, but I feel that the time has flown since the last match, the end of the season.
Oh, it definitely has.
I can't believe that it's finally here, and to be honest, I can't wait.
Well, if anything, Nathan Jones has certainly kept up the enthusiasm during the off-season. I mean, granted he has got married, so that is something to keep in mind. He's probably been very happy in his private life, but he's certainly kept everyone on the toes as far as just little tidbits saying, there's a process. I don't know why I went for that accent then, but
No, please don't do accents, please. No.
But yeah, there's definitely been excitement because of Nathan Jones, if not some of the signings he made. So we'll talk about that in a bit, but let's just see how you're thinking of, because you've got your notes, you've got your little, you've just written something down, so do you want to go through it?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I'm happy to report that we are going to be attending all the matches at home, yeah?
Yeah, as many away as we can as well.
But I have put a note that we are going to the Charlton match, but we can't go to many London matches, obviously, because of my puppy.
Yeah, we would show her, but she's just outside having a play around with our cat. So, yeah, I thought, first recording, should we have a puppy in here? Let's just err on the side of caution.
No.
Maybe next time.
Well, we went to the Leicester game on Saturday, and of course, the first thing we've got to say is poor Ryan.
Yeah.
It looked horrendous as he passed by, and I can only say, get well soon, Ryan, and just rest up and just let nature take its course with it.
I mean, the latest reports are that he's out for 4 months. He might be back around Christmas time, so that'd be a good present for him.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, what has got me more about the whole thing is the Arsenal fans. And the way I see it is, they believe, rightfully or wrongfully, that everyone's got their own opinion, that Stoke fans booed Ramsey during the incident and after because he got an injury. That, as far as I'm concerned, that's far from the truth. I wasn't at that game, but I never heard boos at that game. Maybe there was a small section, but I still think if that's the case, then that was overkill from Stoke supporters.
Yeah.
And it was a small minority at that. But what we saw that night, Stoke supporters were around Ramsey. Stoke players were around Ramsey. If the supporters were around him, that'd have been a different story entirely. But yeah, the players were around Ramsey. The Arsenal players were trying to get Shawcross sent off. So I know which team came out looking better.
Yeah.
And if we're talking about subsequent visits, the media stoked it up a fair bit, I think, which isn't good. But besides that, I think any Stoke antagonism comes from the fact that Wenger at the time was not... He wasn't being particularly friendly about it, shall we call it. He was definitely stoking up himself. Not to mention, Ramsey could have handled it better as far as letting it go away as a story. Instead, his refusal to accept any form of apology or even just letting it be something in the past. That's what's got Stoke supporters. So, again...
I think as well, like you say, the media, every time that Arsenal come on the television, Shawcross was mentioned again, when Arsenal was on television. Shawcross was mentioned, and this went on for about 2 years.
Oh, I'd say longer. I mean, it was about 5 or 6 after the injury, and there's a thing where you can sort of go, all right, and it was a bad injury, and you don't mind it for a year or two, oddly enough, but when it gets to the point when he's had good seasons, and it still goes, oh, Aaron Ramsey, he's come back so well from that injury, you think to yourself, yes, we know, but he's also probably knows that as well. How about we all move on? And it got to that point, and then, unfortunately, this happens to Ryan, and it drags it all up.
I must admit, though, Mike Albrighton, he was really good on that pitch when Ryan got injured.
Mm-hmm,
He was the first to him, and he knew he was, waving for someone to come on quickly.
Yeah.
Which I think was really good.
I mean,
we all realised then that, there's something wrong.
I mean, just from my own point of view, I couldn't really tell what happened in live play because, we were both sitting on the Franklin stand and it was about as far away from the incident as we could get, but we managed to see the clip at half time, didn't we, on someone's phone, and you just see it and you go, ouch. If anything, it's not something you'd wish on a player, so...
No.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to cope without Ryan. We've got options, and there is a rumour bubbling today, which I haven't managed to tell you about today, that we could be replacing him in the short term at least. So, Kieran Clark, have you heard of him?
Name rings a bell.
He came through the ranks at Aston Villa. He's an Ireland international. Yeah. He currently plays for Newcastle United. And I'd be very surprised if we did get him, just for the fact that he must have observed the situation and gone, really? You want me to come in just for while Ryan's out? But maybe he's happy with that situation, I don't know.
Yeah. Saying that, I mean, some people don't rate Bart, do they?
No, I think there has been a bit of... he obviously came in on such a high and it seems to have dropped a bit since then.
But I've noticed on Saturday, and I was trying to explain to Josh what I meant, how he's dealing with the high balls in the box is really good. He's heading backwards and not towards the corner. And how high that guy can get is really, really good.
I mean, in fairness, he's a big guy, so you would hope he could get to the headers. I think the key is where you put them. If you're clearing, no way you're putting it in the sense of you don't want to put your team under more pressure. So, I mean, I can't list it because it's hard to put circumstances on here, but basically do what's best for the team whenever you're clearing. And sometimes last season we did cause more problems for ourselves. So, if that was anything to go by, hopefully this season we'll cause less for ourselves.
Yeah, but... hopefully, Bart will do a good job for us. Let's keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah.
But going on to Saturday, now I'm not a James McLean fan at all. But I must say, I thought he played exceptionally well. Apart from, being to blame for their goal, but other than that, I thought he played 90 minutes with his heart. I really did.
I mean, to be clear, we're not endorsing the fact that playing with your heart is, enough to get into a starting 11. But considering Nathan Jones seems to be wanting to play him, I think he did show the right attitude to playing the role. He did mess up a bit for Albrighton's goal, I believe it was.
Yeah.
But I think that was more just a case of a rookie error in the sense that he's got the left winger mentality. So he was essentially saying to himself, all right, I'll go push I can't remember the player. He would go and push one of them, and Joe should have tracked back to cover the left back area, and it was just a miscommunication. But
well, talking of Joe, he had some right nifty footwork going on, didn't he?
It makes you wonder if it was like the friendly attitude. He thought, oh, I can pull off a few silky moves, or if maybe that is a sign of what's to come.
Yeah, I hope it is, because I was right impressed with it.
I'll be honest, I've retweeted a video on obviously Twitter. And it was someone who highlighted a game Joe played for Wales. I don't know when it was, but I'm guessing it was recent enough considering his hair's still similar. And it was basically describing how he actually sees the game. Someone had basically looked at his line of view each time he was on the ball or off the ball and created a cone to see what he could see. Yeah. It was very good just for basically showing what Joe probably sees in the game. And I'd love to see it for more players, I'll admit. I mean, with Marmaduke, it could be a case that it'd be like this. But, you suddenly on the Marmaduke train, Doc?
Don't mention his name to me.
But yeah, I'd love to see more of that, because it did seem like that game for Wales, Joe had a good game, and it would be interesting to see it for more players, more situations.
Yeah. And another thing, Jack, he made some right good saves on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, I know people say it's pre-season, but the way I look at it is Leicester are challenging for the top 7 at least in the Premier League. So, for me, it's important that we had good competition, and I think they provided it.
Yeah, I mean, saying that he thought he was going to leave, I think Jack had got it in his head he was going. I think he thought he was going to get a lot more offers than
What he did.
what's come.
I mean, in fairness, he's had a lot of interest.
Well, there's interest and there's,
Making
a move.
I mean, Villa were interested in him, but they weren't willing to pay the price. So they've gone for 9 million Tom Heaton. And you think, well, if you're happy at Tom Heaton, fair enough, you're the buyers. But, we don't have to move from the 20 to 25 price tag we put on him.
No. But anyway, I thought he played well and he made some right good shots.
Yeah.
So, let's get on to QPR.
One moment though. Okay, so this wasn't planned, but this little mite here decided, right, we're going to scratch on the door and cause that much of a fuss that we can't record without having some background noise of it. So, say hello to Dottie, everyone.
Anyway, little princess, aren't you, darling? Eh?
So, QPR, eh?
Yeah, last season we made a 2-2 draw with somebody named Berahino scoring.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
No,
I mean, it's not like he's been in the news or anything, Such a quiet fella.
Yeah, and Joe Allen. Yay!
Well, at least that's one person we know.
And as we know, the person Berahino is no longer playing for us. 3 cheers, yeah? Hooray! And in my opinion, will definitely not be missed.
Nah,
he could not carry on with somebody like that.
It annoys me because I was so much willing to give him a chance last year. I thought, okay, you're in the Championship, it's probably a level below what you've shown you can do in the past.
Yeah.
So go and show that you can score goals in this division. But even when he was trying, if you like, he couldn't do it.
Well, he showed no respect for the club and he showed no respect for his players, that he plays with. I just think he's a disgusting form of a human being playing football.
Yeah, I mean, if it's true that he's going to end up in Belgium or France, ending his career...
Well, I'd end it with Hanley Town, personally.
I'm not sure they'd take him.
I don't think they would.
But yeah, the way I see it is, like I say, I was willing to give him a chance, but as soon as he blew it, last chance saloon gone.
Yeah. Well, we've made some interesting signings, haven't we?
I'm going to say, based on what you saw on Saturday against Leicester, who was your favourite? Just checking there was more than one.
Well, obviously Nick Powell, he scored. Didn't do much more than that, sorry. Tommy Smith, he didn't play bad, but he didn't do a lot. If that makes sense.
Go on.
He did nothing wrong, but he didn't set me world on fire either. Okay, Liam Lindsay came on for Ryan. He did nothing wrong. He seemed to work quite well against Barton. He's a big lad.
I was just going to say that. He was a lot taller than I was expecting.
Yeah, he's a right big lad, isn't he?
Yeah, what's the term they use? A unit.
Yes.
He's a unit, he is.
Yes. But other than that, I just think that the players that we've already had. Clucas, to me, he did nothing wrong at all on Saturday.
I actually think the criticism Clucas and Allen got in the friendly was a little over the top. I mean, people were saying that it should be a case of Allen plays on Tommy Smith's wing and Clucas on McLean's wing. I'm saying it like that because I get confused if I don't phrase it that way. And for me, I think they both did well playing where they did because they were able to cut inside and take shots. Now, yes, it wasn't great against Leicester, but I think against easier opposition they might do better.
Yeah.
You'll try and get on camera, aren't you? You keep fidgeting.
All in all, Saturday, I didn't think it was too bad. Yeah. And for how much we've spent, I think it's brilliant, me.
Well, when you think we've spent $2 million on Lindsay, we've spent, I think it was 3 on Tommy Smith.
Yeah.
It's incredible, really.
5 million, and the others we got for free.
Yeah, 5 million on 7 transfers, and then you hear about Aaron Maguire going for 80 million to Man United. You think, we seem to be doing good business.
Yeah, I mean, I like Harry Maguire, I've got to admit.
And he did have a good game against us.
Yeah,
I know it was a friendly game, but people were sort of taking the mickey out of him behind us, saying 80 million for him, and I thought, doing it that bad.
No. I wish we'd got a player like him. I really do, you know.
I say, don't stoke the fire of the... We were linked with Maguire a couple of years ago, and apparently we thought it was more prudent to go and spend 18 on Villa. So, yeah, that's...
Whatever went through his head with that, I'll never know.
Tony Scholes, ladies and gentlemen, or Mark Cartwright, pick your target, one of them's to blame.
That's another thing. Why didn't Tony Scholes off with his Oppo?
Well,
The sooner he's away from... Oh, I'm on the high horse again now.
I was going to say, I'm glad Mark Cartwright's gone, if anything, just to take the target away. If there is something wrong, then he's not to blame after this.
No.
And equally, I think Scholes is getting to that point, because I do think it's a point where if you're going to give managers sole autonomy over transfers, then you need to take yourself out the firing line in regards to them. And
I think we
Cartwright was
are
a
going
target.
to see now that it is all Tony Scholes.
It will be interesting to see.
Yeah, because how he got where he is today, I don't know. I honestly don't know. You know, the man is an idiot. Well, and I wouldn't like him in charge of a company I owned. I wouldn't entertain him.
I'm going to say,
That's another story.
I was going to say, I'm just keeping me gob shut just in case I've got the words Libal or something going around in my head.
Right. Anyway, the outgoings. Charlie Adam to Reading on a free. Good luck, Charlie.
Nothing against him, just not our time anymore.
Darren Fletcher released, so is Hogarth. Mark Waddington released.
He's off to Barrow, I think.
Yeah, and Peters to Burnley.
That's surely one of the weirdest swap deals of the summer. Peters for Ward.
Yeah.
Especially considering Peters probably got the better move out of it. It really makes you wonder what he did to rile Jones up.
Yeah. I mean, I thought he'd have been a good standby, to be honest. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
And Jeff Cameron to QPR, funny enough.
Yeah, we got a little subplot to the game.
Yeah. And the loans out, I'll let you do them.
Ooh, this could be fun. We've got Josh Timon to Famalicão, and we've got Ari Suter to Fleetwood.
That's it.
And I have heard today that we could be sending our young goalkeeper Joe Bursick to Accrington on loan.
Oh.
So, just another little one.
Right, so do you want to do your... Oh, I thought somebody was coming in then, sorry.
Yeah, just a little rap on the back door. But yeah, the way I see it is, I think QPR is probably the best game we could have had for the opening game, just in the sense that I haven't got high hopes for them. Now, I'll admit, some QPR fan got in touch with me on a video I did earlier in the summer, and they were, I wouldn't say they were bigging them up, but he didn't seem to like the fact that I put them bottom of the league for the season coming up. You know, if you're a QPR fan, I don't blame you for that. But equally, I had to chuckle afterwards at a comment he made about Luke Freeman saying that he did great last season and he was going to blast the league, or words to that effect. I'll put the comment on screen. Now, I'm not bitter in any way, but I couldn't help have a wry smile once he signed for Sheffield United, and I thought, okay, so who's the next talisman for QPR? Now, if there is another QPR fan, or the same one, feel free to comment and tell me what's keeping you optimistic for the season, because I've had a look at your squad, and you know, the new signs you've made, all this lot, and for the life of me, I can't really see someone who's going to push you up there. I mean, yes, they've signed a Chelsea right back, Todd Kane. They've obviously brought Jeff Cameron back, but there's nothing that's really wowed me. I mean, they've signed Jordan Hugill from West Ham, and I think he might do okay, but is he going to keep him in the division? You know, I've got question marks, and I don't think... well, this is the thing, I don't think, but I don't know. You can't really know, can you? So it's going to be very interesting, the first game, just seeing how they get on as well as ourselves.
Yeah. But I do think that it's the best game we could have started with.
Yeah.
And I've done a prediction of Stoke 2, QPR 0.
I think I'd have to join you on that one, and the thing is, I'm not that optimistic, but I think we've got to get off to a good start. So even if my prediction that we finish just in 6th, I just scrape into the playoffs, even if that's proven right, I just think we still need to get off to a good start, otherwise that's going to be a hard target.
Well, my prediction is that we're going to be 2nd.
You've gone for second,
I've
have you?
gone for second. I've got every faith in them this season for some reason, and I think Jones is the man who's going to do it.
So I'm playing devil's advocate. If you're going for second, who's the one team that will do better than us?
Who indeed?
Don't worry, I'll put the countdown timer on.
Sorry.
Ding, 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 ding.
Do you know, as daft as it seems, I'm going to go for Fulham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like this, I think the best bit of business they've done this window is keeping Alexander Mitrovic.
Yeah.
You know, I could be wrong, but the fact is he did well in the Premier League, or at least well considering how they ended up. And you think maybe he could be the one to fire him back up.
Yeah.
It's hard to know, but maybe.
Yeah.
Plus Scott Parker could be a good manager.
Yeah.
I'm not, you know, it's too early to tell, but he didn't do bad in my view at the end of last season, so you never know, he could do well. I'm putting a lot of cuts out there because I know I'm going to eat my own words if I don't. But
I always
yeah.
like Scott Parker, you know.
Yeah, he's a likeable person. I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe if you're from London you've got varying opinions because he's played for every London club, so I bet there's people who claim like a loyalty. But just from a Midlands point of view, I've liked him as a player and his character hasn't seemed bad. But again, I think it's just that fact that he's played for Chelsea, Tottenham, West Ham, Fulham and Charlton that probably rubs against him.
Just
Are you going on the floor now?
West Ham.
Go on.
Arnie.
Oh.
Hasn't it just proved that he is a money man and not a footballer? He doesn't care where he goes as long as he's getting money.
Well, put it like this. For West Ham to sell him at a loss, 22.5 million was it?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm being greedy. I'd have wanted him to go for 35 plus so that we'd get more money on the sell-on fee. But, you know, the way I see it is, it just shows what a bad influence he was in that dressing room. And the thing is, it never came out that he was like that with Stoke.
No.
So maybe it's just a case that I was upset when we sold him how we did, because I'd rather we let him rot in the reserves than sell him for, you know, against our wishes. But equally, I think that's just shown what must have happened at West Ham last year for them to be basically saying, get him out.
Yeah.
So I think I've learned a lesson there, I'll admit.
Right. The only thing I have missed saying, and if you can see it behind us, is the penalty.
Go and say, there we go. Whee!
And again we missed. So he has got to do something between now and the start of the season to get somebody scoring blaming penalties, and it's not Jack.
Well, he did take offence to the idea of Jack taking the penalties, and I'll be honest, the reason was amusing. He basically just said, I don't like the idea of a goalkeeper taking a penalty, being saved, and he's got to run 90 yards the other way.
Well, you can't have a goalkeeper taking penalties, for God's sake.
Well, it isn't a confidence boost to strikers, is it?
No. So he's got a week to get a decent penalty taker. Good God.
And so we'll get there. It's first episode.
Yes. So that's one thing they've got to improve on, because it was just so pathetic, that penalty. So pathetic. I could have scored it myself. Well, I could have bet it harder myself, put it that way.
The strange thing is, you say to me, Sam Vokes has taken it. Before that, I'd have been quite confident, because I thought, he missed one at Hull last season, but generally he's not bad at penalties. But now I'm thinking, do I want him taking it?
No.
But this is the weird thing. There's a bit of me that still wants him to, because I think the alternatives are a bit naff.
Yeah.
So, let me know, who would you have taking the penalties?
Yeah. Let us know, please, because I'd be interested who's going to do it. Right.
So yeah, that is about it. We haven't really got much more to say, just for the fact that it's first game of the season. We've obviously got the Leicester game, and for the record, Leicester did play well even though it was a friendly, so good luck to them at the start of the season. I can't say I've got much ill will against them, but I do wish we could have got a draw, because I think that was... I know results don't matter pre-season, but I thought we played okay.
These Egypts behind us, oh my God. Anybody think that we were second in the Premier League last season, and, you know, we lost against Leicester. I thought we played well against the Premiership team.
I mean, there were moments when we were penned in at Leicester, and, you know, if it was Premier League versus Premier League, that would be concerning. But the fact is, they they are a cut above us right now. They're probably where we were 5 years ago when they were, or 10 years ago now, when the roles were reversed.
Yeah.
So I don't particularly like that idea of, oh, they're doing so much better, because I think, well, of course they are. They're bloody Premier League.
Yeah. Well, anyway, all that's left to say is good luck, Stoke. And let this be the one that counts. You know you can play, you know you can do it, so do it.
Yep, I'm completely on board with that. I had to think which way then, I was like, oh. Alright. So, thank you very much for watching. We're going to do a video next week covering the QPR game, and we'll give our thoughts ahead of the Charlton game.
Right.
I'll admit I'm already looking forward to Charlton for going to the Valley. So
yeah, I must admit, it'll be a good trip that.
But if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. If you used to watch the channel but you unsubscribed because I've been doing a lot less football content over the summer, hit the sub button again because we're back now. And yeah, we'll see you in a week's time.
Okay. See you, folks.
Bye.
Bye.